Let's see what happens.
It's showing me green so far, so.
You could be here. It says we're live.
Pop out chat.
Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's try it. Here we go. Here we go. Keep playing, Sean. You're doing it. You're doing it. The mighty Woodrow. I think we might have, JP fixed it. He gave it the old JP jiggle.
You know what I mean?
A little tug.
Waka, waka, waka.
A little jiggle.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
We're back. They're back. And we're back.
Now, on to serious things. There's nothing that serious.
Serious.
There's nothing that serious.
We're having fun. Maybe that's something. That's
The USA. Casey Lee 12 is in the USA.
Nice, dude.
I too was once in the USA.
Down in a dead man's land. JP hit it with a hammer.
Sometimes you got to hit it with the old hammer.
I like to think JP hit it with his hammer. You know what I mean?
Oof. There's a big difference in a hammer and
You know what we used
his
to call
hammer.
JP in the band? Old hammer cock DiGiorno, dude. He's the
Well,
man.
You know, it's better than the old.
He's smiling
can.
over there.
He's
like,
smiling.
Finally. Credit where credit is
I'm
due.
finally getting my due.
He's like, it's about time they started talking about the old hammer.
Custom shop build with a Floyd Rose. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
We've been there.
There's a couple options too.
Don't hate yourself.
You can do that old you can do the regular old Floyd where it's all cut out to hell.
Boring.
Or which actually I might be more a fan of. But then they got that one that's like sits on the top
Yeah.
mounted one, you know.
But then you
It's kind of
can't,
weird. You can't
you know,
do the
can't-
whoa. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
make your horsey noises. So
Yeah.
you probably want to not do that. But yeah, we can. I have done quite a few Floyd builds with folks, and I don't judge.
Nice.
There's no judgment from me.
No judgment. We're you know, for as funny as you make me throw rocks at myself, Sean. Don't throw rocks at
Don't
yourself.
throw rocks.
Don't be throwing rocks, man. As one of my crazy old aunts once said, rocks are for smoking, not throwing. I was like, whoa. She said that to a 5-year-old. It's like, you're out of your
But hey,
fucking
it
mind.
stuck with you to this day. You learned the lesson. You're like,
I was like
don't
20.
throw rocks.
I looked at her
She's
and said,
like,
what the hell
don't
are
be
you
throwing
talking
those
about?
things. Those things are valuable.
She busted out laughing. I was like, you were out of your fucking mind.
I mean, hey, I can
Nice.
tell some stories, but I won't.
I like
And
it.
I'll try to keep it all.
Yeah,
keep
but
it all
no,
happy.
I do think the Floyd back, you know, it's kind of nice to be a wheel, you know.
Floyd the barber trim. That's the best comment so far. If you don't know,
If you don't know, then now you
don't
know, sucker.
the Andy-verse. Can we call it the Andy-verse?
The Andyverse.
You know, Floyd had like a stroke, the guy that played Floyd, and then Andy refused to fire him. And that's why from a certain season, all his scenes are sitting down. Floyd the barber, go look from like couple seasons in,
Damn.
he's always sitting.
It's like
Floyd.
FDR or whatever, right?
Andy said, no, he's fine.
I'd sure love to get up and help you,
He's fine.
but I think I'd just stay right here.
Did you try those John Pierce strings? Did we?
I have not.
No, I don't think so.
Now I kind of want to. You know what I want to do? I got a bunch of guitars I need to like set up and do weird stuff to right now.
No, I feel
Yeah,
like we
we-
maybe missed it. Maybe we were supposed to try the John Pierce. Maybe did
I
you?
know.
Do we have
Yeah.
John Pierce strings?
I didn't see any come through. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But you always hear good things about them. You know. Greg says, "True that." On Floyd the Barber.
Straight up. Just buy the new Tom Morello guitar and not arm the homeless. Listen, arm the homeless. You saw what Johnny said on the news last week. Give him a knife.
Something. Set of brass knuckles.
Go get him.
A nice blackjack. You know, there's a lot of options. Those little baseball bats.
Yes, for acoustic, my go-to strings. I need an acoustic. I don't have an acoustic. Let me rephrase that. I don't need an acoustic, but if I had one, I would try them. But
I think Sean does. We gotta find you some kind of acoustic.
I've
to-
been playing on that harmony. And
the problem is that's acousticy.
it's
That's close.
acousticy, yeah.
I think the problem.
It's good for now. I'm gonna go feed the dog and I'll be right
Go and do it
Beat that dog.
with your hammer.
Yes. Pull out your hammer, JP.
back. If there's any issues, just text me.
Oh yeah, you're good. JP's gonna go give a small dog his hammer.
The Mighty Woodrow says that's throwing old school Richmond County Johnny. Hey, it's always in there.
That's right.
It's just a step away.
Come to KC and try mine, dude. I wish whenever we went to NAMM, we could do like a little cross country road
And
trip
stop.
and meet all our friends. Like
Listen,
go to Nashville, go to
Jax
Kansas City.
is worth coming to be fair. He's got a pretty sweet setup.
I think if we did that, we'd be obligated to all go with Uncle Jack down to JHS just to see Josh and be like, listen, Uncle
Storm
Jack
it.
here is a huge fan of yours, and he doesn't even like pedals.
We'll have a
He's just
casino
helping,
takeover,
man.
but not tell him.
Yeah,
We're here to take over. What? Who are you people?
we put Baxter behind a soldering
They're
iron.
like, Josh isn't here. Josh hasn't been here in a decade. Josh films everything from Florida. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be really funny, right? If Josh has like a fake JHS mock-up room.
I want to start spreading the rumor that he actually is never there and he's in Florida secretly. And, you know, he's like those people who he has on the videos with him. Like, they're like kind of in cages. Like,
Yep.
he keeps them like trained up. He's like, no, sit down, rehearse your lines. You'll get more water when you've earned it.
Where's the Orange Rancher on the back wall? Is the Orange Rancher still here?
Nope.
Derek got it, I think.
Went back with the D-man.
The D-man couldn't be denied as Orange Rancher. It was sad. It was a sad day. Derek owns all of the fun old Gretsch things.
Gretchies. He owns all
Except
the
for
Gretches.
Baxter's weird anniversary model over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is also fun, but different.
The Edge, right? Isn't that what that is?
The
Irish
Edge.
Spring? Something like that.
I don't think that's what it is, but we can pretend that's what it is.
I like to think in my head the Edge likes that guitar. He's like,
There,
yeah.
there is an Irish Falcon. Did you not know this? There's a Bono signature series Falcon.
Why don't you own that one? Why wouldn't you own that one, Johnny?
There was a viral thing years ago. This is way before COVID, I guess, right? Where he gave one away in concert to this blind guy, and it was like a thing. Some people videoed it. And,
He's like, here you go. And the guy was like, what is it?
I mean, the blind should have given him like an electromatic or something. He wouldn't know. He's blind. I'm just kidding. Don't waste it on the blind guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. It was cool. I think Bono gets it. I actually love U2. I'm a U2 fan. I think they get a bad rap.
I like War. I like Joshua Tree. And then I like the one, what's the one way on in there? The Long in the Tooth. It's the Beautiful Day record.
Oh, that's a great record.
The shit in between all
Let me tell you the
those.
trick. You just pretend like that's all that exists.
There you go.
And you're like, oh yeah.
You're like, damn, what a band.
Only 3 albums. What a band.
It
I
would
do
be
that
funny.
for lots of bands. I just
I'm-
pretend like, oh yeah, no.
I want to
It's
know
weird.
whose favorite record is the one that they put onto iTunes. Like the ones that they just gave away. They just gave to everybody.
Was that the nail in their coffin for people just generally sort of kind of hating them a little bit? I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Where like I didn't want. Well,
like-
it also is funny. Like I get it, right? I get that it's like, oh, suddenly this thing is on your phone, but I don't know. I feel like dumb shit like that has always come with new tech. You know what I mean? You're like, get a new phone or something, and it's like, oh, we preloaded blah 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 on there.
Yeah.
No, you can't erase it. You know.
we put photos of someone else's kid on your phone.
Yeah.
What?
So I don't know. I'm willing to forgive it. I feel like they've done lots of good things. The old U2 folks. So I'm into them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm into the U2.
I like it. Talking Caddy Green
Oh.
up there. We're talking Bullet in a Blue Sky gets a pass. Even
But-
if you hate U2, the song gets a
I
pass.
feel like people hate Bono because he's kind of like preachy and he's like kind of full of himself.
You need to do better. All of
But I
you.
mean, having the giant ego is what makes a person a good front man, like for a rock band, kind of, honestly.
Having this out of
So
control.
it sort of
thing.
tracks, you know.
Yeah.
I'm into it, like I said. And I gotta say, one of the best live shows I've ever seen.
Pretty damn good.
One of the best live shows I've ever seen.
Pretty, I gotta be honest, from clips that I've seen, pretty good. I think they are a great performing band.
Please, and the Edge can friggin' sing, like you wouldn't know it. But the man can sing his ass off. Please pray for my Gretsch Penguin in Caddy Green. I am playing my 1960 custom shop P bass in Sage Green Metallic more these days. A bass. My wife is going to leave me. Yeah, I mean, well, It's probably too late now. She probably can't leave you now, so it's probably fine. You're probably safe. Good thing you got her all ringed up now, though. And you know, she can't just walk away. Anyone remember the Weezer Buddy Holly video being on Windows computers? No.
They gave it away on Windows computers? That's wild.
Ooh-wee, you look just like Buddy Holly.
How did that look on there?
Probably not great.
Serious question. How close are all the different modern Gibson burst colors? Some are so close I honestly can't tell the difference.
I think in person you can. But there are a few that are really close together, right?
Well, like Dirty Lemon, and then there's some other things in that shade that it's hard to tell the difference, but I'm starting to be able to. Because like Dirty Lemon, like you pointed out, you're like, there's just the slightest ring around it, and I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Anyways, sorry, let it rip.
No, I was just saying you know.
Well, green
listen to old Johnny.
is the other one too. Like
Yeah,
the green, like, because if you look at a green and a lemon next to each other, you just like barely tell. You're kind of like squinting at it. You're like, I don't know.
I don't know this at all. This is total speculation on my part from seeing them. So take this with a grain of salt and don't go like, you know, post this all over the internet where it's like, dumbass from Casino Guitars doesn't know anything about Gibson's finishing process.
Dude,
But
people comment on our videos the most outlandish shit
well,
sometimes.
they
They're like, "What do you
do.
know? How
you're just a fat
fucking
Dave
wrong."
girl.
You know, it's like,
Um,
anyways.
It's delightful. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a ton. But anyways, it almost looks to me like Fender, right? If they're gonna spray a burst or they're gonna spray Fiesta Red or whatever, a burst is maybe not as good because there is some hand things like how wide the burst is and how whatever, right? But the colors are the colors, right? The transparent colors are the colors.
Yeah.
We know if you order it faded, it's going to have some white added in. If you order it super faded, it's got more white added in. If you order it aged, it's got gold added in. If you order it super, you know what I mean? So like, that's what the colors are, right? And then, you know, you get into the master built stuff and they might age it a little differently or have the nicotine like look or whatever, the tar, you know, whatever, right? But they're very...
Yeah.
It's a whole
another comment that happened on a fucking video.
It's not nicotine, dumbasses.
Nicotine
Okay,
is
thanks.
clear. It's the tar, actually. It's like...
Right. Cool.
It's just
Great.
a fucking phrase
Great.
that we're using, asshole.
So, but anyways, they seem very much like, okay, that's what this is, right?
Yeah.
The Gibson stuff, because I think so much of what they're doing is like how the bursts, all the different bursts are just ways the burst faded from the actual guitars. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, you know what I mean? Like all the red going away, getting the lemon color. And it seems to me like whatever process they're doing to make that, especially on the bursts where it's all kind of apparent, you know what I mean? And you can see the grain. I think it just reacts differently sometimes. So you'll get two colors that are supposed to be the same. They're kind of pretty different.
I got a feeling, and I know they put out a video where they show them relicking it. I would love to see a color video though. Because what I bet they're doing, I bet they're actually cooking that shit under UV lights to get the genuine disappearing act of the colors, you know? Same way with like the red eye, like looking at that guitar and how the eye is near about perfect to it, but also underneath the knobs and the pick guard where the tan lines are. I just don't know how else you do that and do it so spot on without actually just making the paint do what it did originally, you know?
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I think that's got to be true. I think that's got to be true. Having something already loaded on your phone is to be expected. Having something loaded onto the phone you've had for a month while you were sleeping is creepy. Well, yeah, no, that's probably true. That's probably true. And then U2 was definitely in on the scheme, which is why they suck. I mean, yeah, I would think that they loaded their album onto your phone. Yeah, they were in on the scheme. But I mean, I'm not saying it was a great, you know, a great decision.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I think some of the music that they have created is fucking great. You know?
Yeah, no.
That's all.
You can't listen to that Beautiful Day song and not like, I mean, yeah, listen, is it a little corny? Yes, but also sometimes great songs
I mean, Jimmy Page was probably in on it when he was with the fucking 14-year-old girl.
It's a beautiful day.
But,
you know?
people still listen to Led Zeppelin.
It is weird what you do whenever you have fame. Like, what you decide to use your fame for. It's like,
Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. Everyone sucks. It's just to what degree,
Yeah.
and do they try to make it right?
Yeah.
But whatever. I got my son a leather startup with his name engraved on it. Then everybody in the family signed it 47 times. Well, there you go. There you go.
I like it.
The yellowish gold base colors all the same. Oh, okay. So Brian's asking, are the yellowish gold base? Sorta. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, we got a VOS, they're like lemon burst over there, right?
Yeah.
And then a couple dirty lemons, and they're all pretty different.
Yeah.
Like, they're all like the, especially the heavy relic, the lemon burst. They're all pretty different. And
Yeah.
like, the dirty lemon is browner than I think. Like, when I see them in person, I'm always like, oh, yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
dirty lemon. I don't know, but I mean,
Dirty lemon's grown on me a lot. I'll say that. That's just like a side note here. Like at first, I was kind of like, I never liked those, and now I'm like, man, that is kind of cool.
I saw when the custom shop has changed, obviously at Gibson, right? But when I worked at Guitar Center in Nashville, in the Platinum Room,
Yeah.
forever ago, they had these. I don't even know what edition. If you know more about the custom shop's history recently, you might know this. But they had this one. There was like a handful of guitars they did a run of called the Dirty Lemon. Dude, and I saw those, and that was what hooked me. I was like, oh my
You're
god,
like, damn it.
I need to beat the hell Les Paul.
I mean,
I mean, those were amazing guitars. And then I remember when seeing in the Platinum Room at Guitar Center, the Dickie Betts SG like replica.
yeah.
If they did that now, it'd be like $50,000, I guess. But man,
I think we're
good.
due for an Allman Brothers guitar to come out now, right? Like it's been a bit. Like we had Derek Trucks, but I don't consider him the Allman Brothers, you know. And I want to make one comment. Ned asked. He said, "Did us three ever tour with U2?" No, but B44 did tour with U2. Damn, real fun time. Look up B44, you'll like it.
B44, you know, it's like it's like a
Because it
thing.
was
There's
three
all-
guys. The 4-4, you know. What's before 4? 3.
Did
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
watch that Murphy Live video with the car keys, etc., and not think it was absurd? How's that real life? I mean, people buy $9,000 guitars that are beat to hell. Of course, it's absurd,
Yeah.
but they're also awesome.
I mean,
But it is absurd.
the thing is, though, I
yes.
think if we look at anything, I forgot who I was talking to. Somebody asked me what Skylar did for work, and she works at this custom golf shaft place where they make these extremely customized, like crazy expensive golf shafts, right? Out of carbon fiber with these custom inlay stuff. It's the whole thing, right? Anyways, the guy was like, I just can't believe that exists. And then like he was standing there, he's looking at the custom shop wall, and I said, yeah, but I mean, all this exists. And I was like, I'm sure we can talk to 1 million guys that play golf, and they have no fucking clue.
Well,
They have no idea this is a thing.
I have sometimes this problem, right, where I'm sure it is my own bias, where I'll look at hobbies that I decide are dumb and have no value. I'm like, I can't believe people spend, you know, their lives, devote their life.
yeah.
And then I know there's dudes out there doing this shit out on the golf course, being like, can
Yes.
you believe these dudes play all this money to play guitar in their basement or
those
whatever?
guys
You know what I
have
mean?
a custom car or something weird.
Yeah.
You know, like they go
Well,
and spin.
they've paid for these custom golf shafts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They get fitted every year. They, you
Yeah.
know, I think I can hit this little round
Right.
ball 10 yards farther if
Yeah.
I spend another $5,000, right?
Yes.
Which to me, no offense to any golfers, but I'm like, wow, that's wild.
I
Like it's
couldn't
wild
do
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna get in so much trouble, especially living next to Pinehurst. But like people devote their lives to where they're gonna live, where they're gonna retire.
Yes. Yeah.
Around this game, you know, with sticks and a tiny little ball.
Yeah.
Chasing it around.
No, seriously.
But it's kind of, it's also, there's something when you because I don't ever play golf, but like I'll my algorithm, I guess, because we're here and because we know so many people that do, it'll be golf content, and I'll get into it. And I'll be like, wow, that is kind of awesome. You know what I mean?
But it's like anything like that. If you open yourself up to it and you kind of just see the, not so much just the art of it, but like, because I saw this clip of David Bowie talking about it, right? What is the point of art and culture and all this stuff if not to make everything that we do kind of about the art and culture of it, right?
Yeah.
And the history of it and stuff, right? Because otherwise, we would have like one chair. Like we would make one kind of chair. Instead, we make thousands and thousands and thousands of kinds of chairs, watches, golf clubs, guitars, something that fits for everybody. And it's kind of weird to me. I read a comment recently that was pretty close near that comment that was said the whole thing about whatever it was, the nicotine wash and stuff. And it was like, having a guitar that's beat to hell is for fake guitarists who do fake things and all this shit. And this guy went on this huge rant in the comment section about it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, that's a real sad way to live if you just fucking hate shit all the time. Like, and not like, because, like, you can disagree with it. You can be like, this is stupid.
Let me see if I got to see if I can find this post from the other day that I read. That's in the same vein as what you're saying.
Is it stupid? Yes. But you know what else is also stupid? Making a Fabergé egg guitar. That is fucking retarded. Yuri Shishkov did it.
What do you mean?
And it looks beautiful.
What do you mean, Sean?
It's fucking amazing.
It's art.
Right? It's gorgeous.
And that's not for like some dude to play at a dive bar. Like, it's just not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not for anything, really. It's just to say.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, nobody's buying that guitar and using it on stage. Because it was like $250,000, you know?
It weighs 15 pounds,
Oh, yeah. It's unusable, right? Now, with all that in mind, though, both sides are extreme. The way that I view it is just like, hey, some guy out there probably bought that Fabergé egg guitar and loved it, you know? Louis Beeman just sends in, Sean, you were always hating on Eric Clapton. That's true, but it's in good spirit. It's in good taste. Because I don't go into comment sections and like tell people crazy shit about it. Like, I'm not in their comments saying, fuck Clapton. I say it here because it's cheeky, it's funny, we're having a good time. Don't, like, if you're gonna hate selectively. And if you know, you know, because you saw me playing Wonderful Tonight next to Johnny Robb for my grandmother. So, suck it.
It's true. But
anyways,
the post I saw this post, and it was like on one of these absurd Facebook groups, like Fender, Stratocaster players or Fender custom shop owners or whatever. And this guy was like, does Fender even make, does a custom shop even make non-relics anymore? And then, of course, all the, well, you're a poser, blah, blah, blah. Relics are for, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, if you paid any attention, you would see that you can get an NOS. Mm-hmm. It's actually cheaper. Things have trended away from the heavy relics. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Stores order the relics because that's what sells.
Yes.
But you can call and order whatever you want, and then it's just. But it amazes me the lack of any understanding of how any of it works in the comments. And then sometimes I will be like, okay, let me post, like, and I'm thinking, well, I could put a logical, well-reasoned thing about how it works, but it would not be met with.
You're not talking to a logical.
Thanks for clearing that up. And so I'm just like, nah.
There's not a logical, well-reasoned person receiving it.
No. I'm like, they'll build you an NOS with not nitro, not in it, whatever.
Greg McFadden said, "Selective Hate, Sean's new side project."
It's a new thing. It's his new band.
No, it's kind of like, and you guys know, like I've said it before, like I've explained the Clapton stuff time and time again. It's more so funny to me, but also you
got to keep pushing it at this point.
Oh yeah, exactly. I can't stop now. I got the wind in my sails.
That's right. It's Matt.
But more so, give yourself a break, boys. If you're out there, and I know it's none of you guys specifically, but if you're out there and you're posting insane shit, it's just being cheeky.
Now, this is interesting, right?
Yeah.
As a guitar playing golfer, I'd rather have a nice guitar than a nice set of clubs. Having said that, I wouldn't spend extra dollars on beat-up golf clubs. Well, I guess golf, right, being a sport, right, where like, guitar music is a bit different, right? Like it's a lot of it is vibe, and there's an aesthetic part, right? Where otherwise all our guitars would just be square things with necks and but anyways, like golf clubs, right? Like it would be weird to have beat up golf clubs because I feel like in a sport and like an equipment thing like that. I don't know. It just seems like it's an interesting comparison.
Here's the thing, though.
Not sure it tracks.
I think this is where there's a disconnect. People assume that the guitar is beat up to the point that it's unusable or that there's issues with it, right? The frets are pristine. The electronics are pristine.
Oh yeah,
they're actually the best
it's
setup.
Just cosmetic,
So in this situation, your golf club would have to look aged, rusted, and done up in a way that it actually does not affect any of the functionality of the golf club.
Now, I've reliced my own set of clubs. My clubs I got from the pawn shop when some buddies of mine were like, you have to come play with us and drink. And I was like, okay. They sit on the front porch of my little building where I play guitar. And so they have a nice patina on them because they don't have covers. And I'm like, oh, I should probably put those somewhere. But because I haven't touched them in 3 years, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know. But so, I got a nice set of relic clubs if anybody wants that.
Yeah.
But
what Brian Carpenter, who earlier said that he is in the golf industry, said fundamentally different used golf clubs lose performance, and in most cases, a used guitar becomes broken in and comes alive. They do say that nitro and thinner coats of paint allow a guitar to resonate more, and not specifically talking about electrics now, but the Murphy Lab acoustics, which, from my first-hand experience of playing them next door, I do think is true. There's something to that lighter
There is
coat.
something to the resonance, right? Like of different finishes. But I mean, like Mary McCheese will say that the sensory thing bothers him on the custom shops, right? Like it looks like it would feel a certain way,
Like it feels
especially maybe
grainy.
if you've got certain things going on, right? But I don't know. To me, like it feels softer and but you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like. But it just depends. I mean, so much of that is subjective. I mean, and I don't know. I guess there's just, it's just odd that we, or I guess a lot of people, maybe not everybody, just you see that beat up guitar, and it resonates because we just saw people that we love, playing those guitars. It just looks, some things look cool, beat shit. Some things don't.
Well, and I also am not, I don't, the relic thing to me, and I know you're very much the same way, I never have bought a guitar because I'm trying to like fake aging or like make people think that I've been playing for a long time. I buy a guitar because I pick it up and I play it and it inspires me.
And you just like the guitar, right?
And if all that other stuff so happened to be on that guitar, fine, whatever. Like it would not change anything for me. And if people come up and ask, be like, "Whoa, how old is that?" You know just as well as I do. The first thing that we both say, or anybody in the shop says, all these guitars are actually brand new, and we talk about it. You know, there's no like selling of like a myth.
Have you had people ask you that on gigs?
I had somebody ask me one time, and I think they were a YouTube viewer. They came out to one of the shows, and it was because I had taken the headstock of the guitar and I had rammed it into the stage, and I was like shaking it in front of the amp, getting like this feedback thing. Which,
Because why not?
yeah, and this guy was like, "What are you doing, man?" I was like, "Oh, it's a custom." He's like, "What?" And like I explained the thing to him, and he's like, "That's still insane." And I was like, "Well, it's a tool. Like, use it. You know, like." My guitars get beat up because I do beat them up, but also like, I'm not thinking about it when I'm doing it. I'm like, no, I'm making art. I'm doing my thing, you know? So there you go. Guitars are individuals. That's it.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, we had one comment, and I think this is a good segue for us. Where's it at? Would love to get a Magnatone amp, but unsure if the Starlighter is worth it. Thoughts? I think,
The Starlight, we're talking the Starlight, right?
yeah,
Small.
for James, yeah.
Where's James at?
He is right above Mary McCheese's autistic comment. You can just say I'm autistic. I ain't shy about it. LOL. You're good. Like, I don't mind. Like, I enjoy having different perspectives.
I do too, and I wouldn't normally think about probably that in that way. So it's a neat, it's a welcome thing to like talk through that, right?
And we're all good to
But
talk
I
on
didn't think you would care. I was just trying to say, and there's probably other plus I never know what the right words for some things are.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, be vague. But
I think more of our point is just the people out there that get crazy, like, I don't know. Like, there's people out there who get angry. Like, we had an old guy come in one time. He's like, this is just bullshit. I was like, damn, dog. It's like, it's a guitar.
Calm down.
Piece of wood on the wall just made you spit.
Calm
brother.
down, bro. But okay, so James, let's answer James' Magnatone question. So I'm gonna give it to you straight. It depends on what you want the Starlight for, right? So if you want a little amp that you can play at home that you can crank up and sounds pretty awesome, like dirty, cool. I'm gonna tell you this because we're on our live stream and no one's ever gonna see it other than us. If I was gonna buy a Starlight, I'd wait until the end of January. I don't, because things happen for guitar gear companies
Yep.
and
Who
trade
knows?
shows
Who
at the
knows?
end of January. And so
Could
if
be
it
real
was
cool.
me and I wanted a Starlight, I would seriously consider
Yep.
looking then, because I'm not sure the way that it currently is. It's awesome,
Yep.
but it's a very specific.
Yes.
You got to want it for a very specific thing, and it's a
Yes.
honestly, it's a good chunk of money for what
Yes.
it is, right? Because if I was gonna do something that size right now, the way the Starlight lives, I'd look at like the car Raleigh is kind of amazing,
Yeah.
and you know I'm a Magnetone fanboy, but I'd also look at like.
I think even the Baby M80 for, I know it's not the same style of amp, but it's pretty damn badass.
The Starlight is not like a clean, pristine thing. Like it really,
You want it.
it gets
cranked up.
grungy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can actually, I think there's a better clean tone and dirty tone in the Baby M80. Honestly, right? Like and you're missing reverb, but you're missing reverb unless you get the one with the digital reverb.
Yeah.
But if you really want Starlight and you like the aesthetic of it, like I said, end of January, that's when I would be looking for that.
Yeah.
Who knows why? But
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
anything
just
could
saying,
happen.
Anything could happen.
I think, yeah, no, I think, I would hold out for a little bit too, because I would say there are maybe some things that we both are like, what if the the Starlight did this or did that, and
Now,
it could be happening.
if you like the current Starlight a ton, and you do want it for that narrow thing, because where the current Starlight, I'll tell you where I think it shines. Recorded with a mic on it sounds amazing, right? Like better than it in the room. The same way that an old Champ kind of sounds shitty, but you put a mic in front of it and you're like, wow, that sounds amazing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it does that thing. And it does that thing, the tweed version and the blackface version of it.
Yeah.
Right? It also, like, if you got, if you're into that kind of gnarly, broken up tone, 8-inch speaker, it's as good or better than anything at that, right? But if you decide, if that's what you wanted, we still got one in the cool casino exclusive
we do.
covering.
And I was going to say too, not that the current one is bad at all.
I'd love to have the current one. I'm just saying, I think
Yeah.
maybe it could be even better.
Well, and what it's kind of like tweeds for me, right? And
Yep.
especially seeing these two boys over here next to me. For certain people, you can make something sound great. You put me with a tweed amp, and I'm fucking lost, right? But you put Johnny with a tweed amp, and it sounds great. It sounds like the only amp you should be playing.
Me and Baxter were talking about how, like, everybody, we just did a video that's coming out yesterday about tweed amps, and particularly like comparing two modern like tweed things, right? And we were saying about how everyone goes through their tweed phase, and that you would have it eventually. It just is when. It's just a matter of when,
I don't think so.
Oh, it's
man.
coming. Well, we're calling it now. We're calling it now.
Who knows? It
But,
can happen. I know Les Pauls grew on me. Like, not like to the point that I feel like I need one, but definitely.
I think the same thing will happen
Yeah.
with the tweed. You won't be like, oh, I'm going to play tweed amps now. I just think you'll be like,
it'll make sense.
I don't even know if it makes, I just think you'll be like, let me try this thing. I'm a little curious. I got to dip my toe in. One time doesn't mean anything, right? But that's all. That's all.
That's awesome.
But I actually really like tweed stuff. And I like the way it reacts. Even tweed stuff. I heard Greg Cox say the other day, he was talking about like Marshalls and playing like higher gain amps, but then running them clean. Like I like to run the M80 a lot of times. Like I'll run it on the high gain channel, but with the gain pretty far down. So if I dig in, it's a little dirty, but then I'm still pushing it with like boost and stuff. And Greg Cox was saying that it absolutely made a difference to use it like that, because then the way it breaks up is different character. It's like that amp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the same thing happens with tweed amps. Even if you run like a Bassman clean, or you run like the little 57 Deluxe clean.
Yeah.
And then when we were shooting the videos, I had the little 57 Deluxe. I had the channel jumps, and I had it on 3.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Smoking, huh?
Dirty. 12 watts of smut. Dirty smut. In all the best ways.
You know what we should have brought down too? The Baxter's got that tweed Vibrolux.
I know.
The real one. That would have been cool.
Does he play that thing very often?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like pristine, like he's sitting in the case. He's looking at it. He's like,
He'd probably never miss it.
You know, it would be kind of cool because we got the champ, the baseman, that. Should do like little tweety video. Little tweety video.
Wait a minute. Octopus Ear says that's not true. Now I want to know what's not true.
What's not true?
I don't know.
Was it us or was it that? You guys get into the comments sometimes and it's like.
I know. Once we start looking.
I know. I'm like, I don't know where. Because it's like, are you talking about what Johnny was saying? Because I'll be like, nah, dude, like, that's legit. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. There you go. James was saying thank you for the thing.
No,
yeah,
you're
no
welcome,
sweat,
sir. That's why we're here.
That's right.
The mayor gets passionate about wood and finishes, so you know, if he gets doesn't care for poly either. But yeah, no, you know.
I've been on both sides of the relic fence. Yeah, dude. I'm looking for the octopus here. I was like, oh,
I know. I want to know what was not true. Anyways, it's fine.
Maybe he's talking about the finishing thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sean, did you miss that part about doesn't adhere to wood, fairly important in a wood finish? I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, fucking, I grew up around carburetor cleaner and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, I've, like, breathed in so much cancer in my life. There's no way I'm not, like, already on my way out in the long run. You know, not, like, tomorrow, but, you know,
So when the
30
mayor
years.
says, does it adhere to wood? I mean, that is the thing with nitro, right? Like, that's why the guitars from 50s and 60s looked like that. Like, people didn't take care of their guitar. No, like, the finish literally didn't adhere very good.
Yeah, fell off.
But, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but that's part of that. You either love that or hate it, but I just think
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks amazing. But, no, I mean, categorically, that is
Yeah,
kind of true.
It is. I'm the Toxic Avenger. Basically, the Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger.
I mean, I don't know. Like, growing up, all kinds of shit. I'm drinking a little bit of gas before.
Let's talk to Brian Carpenter about the UAFX Woodrow and how well he does the tweed thing.
I know somebody that
Curiously
owns
enough,
one.
I happen to have one. And I keep thinking about selling it because I never use it with the Tonex. I will say this, though. It's very good for most things. If you like the clean, like that woody kind of edge breakup thing for tweed, man, it does it great.
Yeah.
When it gets dirty most of the time, it does the like super almost fuzz tweed thing. Do you know what I mean? Like when you ever played a tweed amp where, and I don't feel like not every tweed amp is created equally, but some of them have that like sound like it's coming apart, you know, fuzzed out thing when you crank it. The Woodrow, if you like that, the Woodrow nails that.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I find it a little tricky to get some of the in-between tones the same way, right? And some of that is probably, you know, I've never really done much with it through like the flat, the FR speakers, the flat response, flat frequency range or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably be different if I was doing that, not just doing it in my ears or front of house or recording. But overall, it's a cool pedal, and it does the tweed thing. I can't always make it do exactly the tweed thing I want. Some of their presets are really good. You know how you on the UFA-FX, if you get the thing on your phone, and you can go through some of the presets, the like artist presets for that one are really, really good. But I don't know. I've never played a modeled tweed on anything that I thought was just like all the 59 Bassman models I've ever played in any platform. I'm like,
I talked to a guy that came in yesterday, and he said there's a lot of people now who haven't gotten the experience of like playing a loud amp in a room that can kind of handle it, and how much of a difference that makes, right? Like if you get to turn an amp up and play it like real loud to the point that it like is working in the way that it was intended to, man, it's hard, you know? Like it's hard to like compare sometimes to the modeling stuff. Not that it's like, oh, the modeling stuff doesn't get it right. It's just that
the tone is there.
It's a different, the tone is there.
But that's only like, there's this thing about playing an amp like that with it, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, and if you're micing it into some room in an ISO room, that's why I say recording sometimes.
Yeah.
the modeling stuff is so good. Sometimes it makes sense, but like that's why live, right? Like there's nothing like having the amp behind you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Well, and like it's specifically talking about big amps like a super reverb, or in your case you played a basement at one point. Like whenever you have that thing and you can set it just right and it's happening,
and
it's
listen,
happening.
for every time that it's happening like that, there's 10 days of frustration. 10 frustrating gigs. You're like, damn it.
What
But
the
then when the heavens open
The room's right.
and the sound man is like letting you roll, and he's like, turn up a little bit, turn up a little, turn up a little.
Bam! You're like,
It makes all those other times you forget about them. It's kind of like having a kid, and you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you have another kid, and then you realize, wow, these things don't let me sleep. They're always complaining about something.
He's always
a lot
crying.
of money.
He's always fucking hungry.
But then you have that one moment, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best.
wow.
Let's have another. Let's have another. And it is worth it because kids are amazing. They're the best thing ever, right? And it's kind of the same with amps. There you go. Case
go.
closed. Case closed.
I like that. Bam. Stamp of approval.
I would say I did a little gig the other night with old B Clem on the bass.
Yeah.
I drug old B Clem back into the mud in the dive bar circuit.
I heard he had fun.
He did have fun.
Listen.
We all had fun because it was just like the way it's kind of supposed to be, where you just go and you just
Can I
play all these songs.
can I share the funnest part of the gig?
I don't care, but listen, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I had the Twilighter behind me, dude. Oh,
Magic.
what a night!
Dude, after playing that panoramic stereo for the what is it? The product spotlight in the news a couple weeks ago, I'm smitten, dude. I'm like, I actually just got a super reverb, like a vintage one that was shifted over from silver face to black face. It was like this trade-in deal in the shop, and I worked it out, right? So anyways, I got this amp, and that's cool, but I'm like, fuck, the panoramic stereo would be so much easier to lug around, and it would be like the right volume too. I mean, I could.
I could see that.
Yes.
Like if Granville called today and said, "Hey boys, Merry Christmas."
Dude, I would shit. And speaking up, no.
Scam likely.
Yeah, no, but it would be like, that would be insanely good. And having that next to the Marla over here, which I've got the top secret,
would work great.
it would be killer.
Ooh.
That's like,
Mr. Soul Shred says kids versus amps, no contest. He's saying amps beat kids any day of the week. But I mean, that's just no. Kids are.
listen,
Kids are like. I don't. Kids are kind of like you don't have kids yet, but I'm.
no clue. But I'll tell you this, I mean, a room full of amps is,
But kids are amazing. If I had to trade all my amps versus my kids,
got a photo of your family right
wouldn't
there.
do
You
it.
can't look at that and say that. You got to look at a wall of amps now. And be like, which one? No.
kids are kind of the best thing. Honestly,
I get that.
kids are kind of the best thing, unless you got crappy kids. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Listen,
kidding.
some people got
I'm
shit
only
kids.
kidding. Kids are great. Kids are amazing. And I love my kids.
Comments are going crazy now.
What? Memory cheese is oh yeah, no, okay. Yeah, we're
I know,
we're
yeah,
deep
it's
in the
like-
Nitro Woods.
I know,
I've missed
I
it.
don't even, yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm like, okay.
So Sean, tell us about your Christmas plans.
I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. I still got like Christmas shopping I need to finish up on.
Dude, I got some to do too.
This year
I got some
has
to
just
do
been
too.
insane. Tony Leonardi, 33 months. My man, my brother in Christ. What's going on, dude? 33 months. How's it feel?
Tony's pretty great.
We just
to be fair.
filmed some good members content.
I like Tony.
Tony is great. We got some new members content coming. We're also going to be doing some live streams.
Now a kid that knows how to mic an amp, now you're talking. That's
Listen.
what I'm talking about. Hey,
Listen, we got to teach Elijah
listen,
so
not,
that
not to brag, but if there's a kid around here who
who's
could be
going
great,
to know. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think hey,
just
he's
saying.
already a drummer, right? He's on his way.
And he's getting pretty good at it.
He's getting pretty damn good. We've done some jamming. It's pretty awesome.
He's getting pretty good at it.
But we got, it's cool. Well, I think we do a little, we should have a little contest with all the kids and be like, mic up an amp. And don't tell him anything. You just hand him the mic. How would you do it? And then hand him the thing.
I feel like Elijah would
think
thrive
he
in
would
that
figure it out.
scenario. He would figure. He
I think he would know immediately. He'd be like, oh, okay.
He might even have some weird thing that turns out you're like, wow, that actually works really well. Because he's a weird little, his little engineering
He
mind.
sees it. He's like,
And I feel like even though he's into the drums,
yeah.
he appreciates the guitars and the amps, and he knows about them.
You know what we call that,
Which I
Jonathan?
appreciate.
We call that a well-rounded musician.
A well-rounded
Yes.
child,
He's not insane.
you know.
Scroll down, JP. Scroll down.
JP.
I forgot they. I blanked. I was like, oh yeah,
Yes.
you guys.
We're doing what were we gonna say? We're gonna do live streams on the members only a little bit more. I did one a couple weeks ago while I was building a track. I'm gonna do one this week, probably
I like that idea.
tonight or tomorrow night, while I'm building out the other track for what's it called? Product Spotlight. Yeah.
And we got members only videos.
Members on. I just told him about that a minute ago. Yeah. Exciting. It'll be good.
Members
You guys better be
only.
excited. Get excited. Oh, God damn it. There's still. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Am I a member yet, Ned? No. Merry Christmas. I feel old. I love it. I'm Team Relic. Beat that thing like it owes you money. Can't we all just get along? Yeah, that's right, Tony. Tell him, Tony.
Tell him, Tony. Greg says Nitro's the only finish I want on my guitar, but I will buy a poly one if I like it. The finish is not a deal breaker. I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel that way, you know. But you know, Ned says he never will be. So.
Never will be. That's funny. Like, imagine if Ned got gifted a membership and he, like, declined.
He declined.
He's
No.
like John Lennon. He was
Ned
like,
has left the chat.
I'm returning this to you.
Ned has left.
I want nothing to do with your country.
Nothing to do.
He said, Sean and Mayor, to your corners.
Everyone, be happy.
Everybody
Wake up.
relax, okay? This is a guitar show, damn it. I will always wish it was Nitro, though. Greg McFadden's just like, hang on a second. Wait, this isn't over yet.
Poke
Like,
it,
this
poke it.
isn't
No,
fucking
probably keep
over.
going. Damn it. I mean, I do a little bit wish my Falcon was Nitro instead of Poly.
Listen,
One day, I'll have
like
it
I
all.
said, my whole life is cancer, so I'm kind of like, I might
mean,
as
you're not
well.
smoking it. You're not
Yeah,
smoking it.
exactly. I mean, am I licking it?
I mean, I don't want
Yeah.
anyone doing it to get.
Yeah, no.
I guess the question would be, the mayor probably knows this because I feel like he, researches. But if you breathe in a big whiff of polyurethane, I can't imagine that's much better for you,
Yeah.
right? No? Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Poly just feels wrong to me.
I mean, it's just plastic, right?
Exactly.
It's,
Feels like a shell.
plastic. It's just
Yeah.
made of petroleum.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm willing to say, are there probably better alternatives?
Totally.
Yes.
Listen.
But I do prefer Nitro a million times to Poly.
Yeah.
And I'm also open, like if
Nitro.
someone presented me and said, hey, here's this finish.
Yeah.
How does it, because the bottom line sort of, I think for a lot of people with Relics and with Nitro,
Yeah.
is the feel when it's broken in.
Yeah.
So if there was a finish that, was all around better for things,
Yeah.
that felt the same and had a cool aesthetic.
Yeah. Especially like something, I'm cool with like some kind of gun oil based finish that feels really good on my arm while I'm playing, but doesn't leave any residue. Because like Nitro doesn't leave a residue or anything.
Right.
But it has like a good tactile feel whenever you're playing,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the worst thing about I was playing that Tele Deluxe yesterday, the 70s one, right? And there's a weird feel.
Yeah.
And it does this thing where like if it is in humidity, like if I play a gig with it,
Yeah, it
it'll turn
sweats.
white
Whoa.
underneath it. And it goes back. But I don't know what's happening
there's
there.
moisture
I don't-
trapped underneath
I
it.
think it probably is. I think a lot of those 70s guitars have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why they're so heavy. Now, that's not the Poly's fault necessarily. That's just like Fenders kind of suck. Well, CBS.
Especially when you get to the 70s and they start fucking around with poly, but it still like cracks and like checks like Nitro. I'm like, the the fuck happened there? Like,
I
that's
mean,
weird.
now
They're
and then
going into
Zen says I have great poly and nitro guitars. I mean, there's absolutely great
yeah.
poly guitars.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know,
hell,
absolutely there are.
fucking, I'm playing this thing, and thanks, Jack Stowe, if you're still here. This is awesome, and that Squire Telly is poly, but also like I love the way my Strat feels, and I've got a Jazzmaster that like that is a vintage one, old cancerous like kill you fucking nitro.
Like the real deal,
Yes,
real deal from the
yeah.
50s.
I say mine. It's the shops, like our little shop collection stuff here that I'm able to pick up and play and take home for a little bit.
I'm with Adam. He says I don't like them sticky or like too much grip where your forearm can't glide. But to me, that's like yesterday, because I'm a loser. I got to lessons, had my double case, right? Mm-hmm. And I oftentimes on Tuesdays I'll like to bring guitars I haven't played in a minute, right? So I threw the deluxe into the double bag, right? Was playing it, but then I had a lesson where we were working on this particular thing, and I was like, I'm gonna grab my Strat. So I grabbed my Strat out.
Yeah.
Dude, I had forgot I had not taken it out of that case since I flew home from Indiana.
Yeah.
And it had the sweat still caked on it.
You like that, didn't
Bad. And
I know. I gotta clean that
So when
thing.
my arm was on there, I was like, oh my God, it feels so bad. The
You
strings
feel
felt
it.
bad. And I was like, oh. So I was like, can't handle it. I had to go back to the playing the telly.
Yeah.
But
I need to
yeah,
clean that thing off.
I got to clean it.
I got to restring. I got to fix it.
And it's so much better to clean your guitar after you gig.
because it's so easy.
But like in that, right? Like
you
I wasn't
wait-
gonna sit up till 1 o'clock that night, and then I had to fly at 8 the next morning. And
Yeah, no.
Then I got home and just stuck it in the corner. I was like, oh, I'll get. And then this
happens.
is the first day I thought about it.
We've all been there. Like Ned said, nitro guitars and poly girlfriends.
Whoa!
Bam!
Ned, I think Ned's got this whole thing figured out, Play it enough and it wears the sticky off. That is very true. That's very true.
Yeah. What else you guys got? What else do we need to talk about today? It's riveting. We got a new guy working next door, so we're free.
But he's not important.
We're free and able, baby.
Listen, we do have a brand new episode of the No Cover Charge podcast with Marty Guitar doing the best gifts for guitar players. And they talk about how they've never received a good guitar. I won't say that I've never received a good guitar gift. I won't say that. Like it's you know what I mean? Like there are some lame ones, like, little guitar themed things, or that shirt that says life is full of important choices and has,
All
the
the
guitars you
guitars.
would but not even really that good at guitars, honestly. Let's be honest.
All of that
but-
stuff to me is like, I don't like the trinkety, like, you might as well just like, I don't know, buy me a plain t-shirt. Like, I'd much rather have
What
that.
is the there's a like a coffee table size book, and it's Eric Clapton's guitars, and he's talking through them, and it's got like it's painted on the front like you would paint on a road case.
Yeah.
Like I got that one time, and it's cool because it's like a history of all these guitars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's neat, and I enjoy
think
that,
it's
and that's interesting, right?
I like
Stuff
a
like
book
that
would
is
be
cool.
Yeah.
I've gotten someone gave me that Brad Paisley book forever ago as a gift, and I was like, okay,
Play.
that's right.
Or whatever he
Life of
says.
a player,
Yeah,
or
there you
the
go.
diary of a
Yeah.
player, or something like that.
Ah.
And even if you don't like Brad Paisley, or you think it's corny, because it is kind of corny, that's part of the charm.
Still a good
There's supposed to be some humor in country music. I'll stand by that. But
I think so. I think he
it's
is...
either got to be dark about murdering,
Yes.
or it has to be humorous.
Yeah.
But anyways, that or about drug addiction, like doing meth, But
You can have your serious tunes too, but I think what we've got going on in pop country, we'll call it, because we're not going to talk about the real artists. We're not going to talk about Sturgill, Tyler, the Red Clay Strays. We're not talking about any of that stuff. That stuff's perfect. What we're talking about
right.
is like Morgan Wallen walking around like he's a badass. Like we got too much like I'm a badass in country music where I'm like, that was never like the thing. You just happened to be a badass. Like Waylon Jennings never had to say shit like, I'm gonna fucking burn it down. He's like, he just would be like, it's like Johnny Paycheck. He's like, another liquor joint went down. It's like, it's funny. It's
That was a
quippy.
little more cool, like than
Yeah. It's-
I'm in my truck, I'm looking up,
Yeah.
What?
She fucking lit. Like
What are you talking
like,
about?
You know, I checked my cell phone and I saw you ain't called, and now I'm thinking about how I'm gonna go and like it's
a little too slick.
Yeah, like I'm like, bitch, you are not that bad, all right? You're a preppy white boy who lives in fucking Nashville. Like you don't even.
The Morgan Wallen thing is wild to me. Like, first off, that's a shit ton of songs they put out. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of songs, but they're all sort of the same kind of theme, you know? Now, and to be fair, listen, I wouldn't say that we were like pals, but I've met his guitar player.
Yeah.
He is one of the baddest players
Yeah.
you will ever find. I mean, like, his name's Tyler
Badass.
Thomason. That dude can play his ass off on, like, so many styles. It's sort of sickening, and he's super young.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Badass.
Been with Morgan Wallen the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Just started playing with him.
And rode the wave. That's good for him.
And, you know, and he says that they're all
pals.
the whole camp of that, those because they're camps in Nashville, you know. He's like, it's great. Everybody's good. Everybody's cool. So I don't know, man, but it is funny. Like the music to me is so,
Yes.
and it's not even the music is kind of like benign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just made a loop and it loops or whatever. But it's the lyrics that I'm just like,
Doesn't it feel like in pop country right now? And you almost want to call it rock country because it's like the shittiest like early 2000s rock.
I don't even know. Like a lot of it, it's trying to be like almost hip hop, almost neo soul.
Yes.
You know, there's that country soul thing
Yes.
going on right now, which kind of started to me with some of the early like Thomas Rhett stuff, and like Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt. Oh God.
And I like Thomas Rhett. There's a few Thomas Rhett songs I actually really like. There's some I really hate too. And one night at this bar, this girl thought I was Thomas Rhett, which is like,
And he was.
no, we were playing at the PBR bar in Louisville, the
Yeah.
little downtown live on 4th Street.
Oh my God.
And they were playing. Thomas Rhett was playing the next night in the big stage in the middle of it. And she comes up to me. I'm just playing guitar, and she's like, "Oh my God, can we get free tickets tomorrow night?" And we were playing at the PBR the bar the next night because we were there for like 30 nights or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sure, but you don't need a ticket. You can just walk in." And she's like, "How will they know?" And I'm like, "Just can we tell them you said we could come in?" I was like, "Yeah, just tell them."
Yeah.
We're on a break, and this girl, who's obviously been overserved, for some reason,
It happens.
she connected me to Thomas Rhett, and I was
Yes,
like,
you did, dude. Like, look at him. So
But-
Johnny gave her his little Rhett.
I did not. I said, "Man,
Christy, if you're watching this, I'm
Man.
joking. I'm
I said,
joking.
man." But at some point with people in those scenarios, you have to just be like, "Yeah, you got me. I am Thomas Rhett. Don't go telling everybody."
I'm Dave Grohl. Don't,
Sometimes I like to just,
I like to be one
moonlight
of
with
you.
these poor bastards on the down with the common folks, down here on the little stage.
Or you're probably playing guitar on that gig too, and you're just like,
I'm
can't
sitting there
sing.
playing guitar in front of the mechanical bull, and then like this girl's talking to me because you learn when you do these like Nashville-ish, dive bar gigs, you got to be the man having the conversation while you're playing so that they don't bother the singer,
Yeah.
right? And I was always pretty good at that. Like, oh yeah, no, that's really nice, good to hear, great.
wow.
But it was really funny. This girl could not be dissuaded from thinking I was Thomas Rhett until the very end. We're playing at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And
then
she comes up, she's like, "You're not Thomas Rhett at all." And I was like, "I've been telling you that." She was like mad at me as if I had, hoodooed her.
You lied to her. Fuck. And then you're like, I'm better than Thomas Rhett, bitch, and then you walk away.
I mean, Thomas Rhett had his own signature Tacovas, Sean.
That's a problem. No, but I just, all those guys, they just seem to, it's like scratching the same itch over and over and over, and I just kind of feel like there's like, I don't know, like it just isn't,
Hey, whatever you want to do.
because it's like they all want to be badass. Like, have you seen the clip of like him on stage with a gas can? Morgan Wallen's doing like he's like, I'm gonna burn it down, and he throws the fake gas can and he holds up the lighter, and everybody's like, woo! And
That's kinda weird.
There's the lighter, and then like, of course he poured water on the fucking stage, so that's not going up. But they shoot off the fucking. It's just a little lame. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to see I don't care. And I know that I'm like in that small gap of like, I'm a musician who has opinions on live stuff to where there's a ton of people in the world who buy tickets to that show, listen to that fucking album, and go see this jackass jump around on stage.
If you are not, I don't even know how to say this without being offensive. Like, not everything's for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I totally understand. Because if you just work your ass off all week fixing cars or fucking doing HVAC or you climb up a ladder with a can of paint.
You're not thinking about any of this
like
shit,
we've
dude.
all done that, and our families do that, right? So if that's your thing and you don't ever think about music and then you're going to pay your hard-earned ass money to go to a show and like it's a spectacle like that, I can see why you would enjoy that.
I get that. You want to see,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you want to see somebody go over in a car above the audience.
There's a lot of my family who just, they don't think about music or they don't think about like, is this great playing or is this great? You know what I mean? It's just, is it fun? Is it relatable?
Are they
is
actually
it a
playing
spectacle?
on stage? Any of that doesn't matter to them.
I just want to go and not think about the fact that Monday morning I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock again. And I'm going to go, you know what I mean? And like, I kind of get that. And that is totally acceptable to me. Not that anyone cares what's acceptable to me, but you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. I just wish that wasn't the whole of it. You know what I mean? I wish that was in its lane.
Yeah.
And that there were some like things that were like critically like amazing, like where you're like, damn, this is amazing. They got similar response. And maybe that's a pipe dream, right? Maybe it's always that way because the masses are always going to kind of sort of like the spectacle and the lowest common denominator a little bit. Where I don't want to do that. I want to stand on stage and like play guitar and sing songs that I think are at least slightly like lyrically something. You know?
Not just you write. Like, it's kind of like somebody brought up about Taylor Swift writing hundreds and hundreds of breakup songs. There does come a point where you kind of go, damn, bitch, like, you're the problem. Like,
what's the common thread?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, you're gonna write all these songs and they have the same moral, the same thought, the same, like, you never.
Do you think there is and I'm not really, not to be a Taylor Swift fan, just playing devil's advocate.
You go for it.
Is there an arc? Because I could see being 15-year-old Taylor Swift, right? Mm-hmm. Getting a record deal, becoming huge. You're a pop star, you're a country star, you're a pop star. You got, like, at that point, right, like, you got a machine around you. And I'm not saying she's not in charge of it. Yeah. But I can see the machine just being like,
more.
Do it again.
More. Yeah, just do it over.
It's not enough.
One more time.
500 million is not enough. We got to make $1 billion. You know what I mean?
And I think what has hurt her is that every time she has dodged to the left or to the right on something to try something different, it's like been to very poor reception. Like when she did Reputation, everybody was like, "Ooh, what the fuck is this?" Right, like, I don't want to see Taylor try and be mean. Like, "Ooh, look what you just made me do." Like, no, bitch, you ain't done nothing. Like, in the same way, like the one time that she did that, and I think as a songwriter, you got to see a flex in a way that I did personally like was like the folklore stuff, where it's more like. Yeah, singer-songwriter, bedroom pop-esque, like. And
I kind of like that. That was cool.
I did too. But the masses are not jumping or flocking to that. Whenever instead they want to hear her singing about karma is a cat purring in her lap. When I'm like, that's the worst fucking line I've ever heard. I'm like, that makes like if I wrote that rough. And I tried to sing it, I'd be like, somebody needs to come in here and shoot me.
Listen, I've written songs already where I like. Cringe a little bit
you're like,
to sing, and then I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't good. And if you feel that way, I'm gonna say, I don't know how many of you guys try to write songs, but my experience is that if you feel that way, it's either a great thing that you've written, or it's a horrible. There is no in between when you feel cringe.
And reading that feeling has become something very hard to do.
Sometimes.
I'm like, because there's like I got one song where I've done it for a few people, and I asked them, like, how did you feel? Like, is there any line in this song that you felt like cringe? They're like, I thought it was an amazing song. It was great, yada, yada. Now, don't think that I'm sucking my own cock, because I'm about to go to the other side of this coin. I'm like, okay, so that was the good feeling, right? I got another one that has a similar moment in it, and I played it for people, and they're like, yeah, I don't know, you might change out this one line. Like, it's a little rough. And they point to the exact line that I also had the issue with. So, fucking sucks, dude. It's weird shit. It's hard to write shit and like be proud and look at it and be like, oh, is this gonna feel like how I want it to feel for other people too? You can't control it. Then you look at JP behind the drum kit and he's like, boo, not good.
Dude, are we building things with urine now?
We're putting piss in the guitars?
Special urine. Google it and you'll find out whose urine it is. That's what friend Banklin says. I don't know. Kenny Rogers needs to get back on tour. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
McFadden says she gave almost $200 million to her tour crew for bonuses, and that was the ultimate act of kindness. In this, I listen.
I think,
that part, 1,000%. It's kind of awesome.
We don't need to. I don't think she is bad by any means. I do think though
No,
that this
we're just
is
talking about.
Yeah, this is an artist that we've seen turn
Well, that's
into
what
the
I'm
machine.
saying. Morgan Wallen, right? Like I kind of hate. Not hate's a strong word. I kind of am like, oh, Morgan Wallen, but same thing. I've heard he's pretty great to his crew. Maybe not to that degree. Is like because I like to think that Taylor Swift, since her dad runs the trucking company, that's where it's like, okay, these guys are not doing this thing, and that's I like to think there's a little thing
There's a lineage there,
and that does make
That's
me
cool.
view her very favorably in that way.
Well, I'll tell you this too. Like I think a lot of people say this phrase often: separate the art from the artist, right? Or don't separate it, however you view it. The thing that I do like to do though is like whenever I listen to anything, I take it as that face value of that art. So like speaking on it just musically, I think those are the things that I notice. Where I'm like, I like the throwing the chair off, the shit that he's done and stuff like that. I do think that sucks personally. I think that's like kind of makes him a bit of like he's acting like a bratty piece of shit, not like the badass outlaw that he probably wants to portray. He's no Phil Collins. But whenever I talk about just the music, I have my reservations there, where I'm like, it's not really doing
I mean,
it.
listen, clearly Taylor Swift is doing it for somebody because, like,
Oh, yeah.
nobody's
hell.
selling out. Clearly Morgan Wallen is doing
yes.
it. It's like I said, I understand why people relate and enjoy some of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I could say the same for like, Sean loves like hip hop and rap stuff. Some of that I'm just like, I just don't get why anybody gives a fuck about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously people do.
And I get that completely too.
It just is what it is.
I think as well, like we've had good conversations about that stuff and like sampling and shit like that. But the thing of stuff like that is to be able to talk about it, and we have varying opinions on it. But for me to express why I think it is still an art form and you to express why you feel like it's not really showcasing any of that. And for us at the end of the day to be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not like, you dumb piece of shit, how dare you?
Well, I mean, and there's plenty of things that are good art that like I still don't really care to consume.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's the dude, Holdsworth, the guitar player that's like,
Fucking that.
amazing that he can do that.
Yeah.
Do I ever want to hear it again? Not really.
Fucking Rush, like Rush and King Crimson and all that stuff. Like a lot of that 70s prog is theoretically impressive, right? Like you look at it on paper, it's amazing. I don't want to listen to it, honestly.
I think that Tommy Shaw can sing and play his ass off.
Yeah.
I kind of hate Styx, though. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to hear Renegade every now and again, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But I kind of am a Tommy Shaw fan. Like, it's weird how that can be true, right? But it just...
No,
and some things I can absolutely be like, wow, I see a lot of people like this, and I see why, like, it is, objectively good.
Yeah.
I just don't want to necessarily listen to it. There's a ton of things like that, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff Baxter likes, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Well, that stuff like, it's like Bjork, Like, I appreciate Bjork, but I'm not a fan,
When there's stuff that I love that Baxter's like, eh. Like, I love the Counting Crows. I mean, I love Counting Crows. I really do. But and some of that is like the time that I was born and lived in and nostalgia, right? But those songs I really love, and I'm like, wow, these are great songs. Yeah. But Baxter hates them.
Look
See,
at who it is.
There he is right now.
Right
he heard
now.
me talking about it.
I heard it.
We're talking shit about Kansas now. Kansas is still shit. I agree with you,
Dust in
Mr.
the wind.
Soulshred.
Kansas is my favorite place in the world.
Kansas, the band. Kansas City is Graceland, okay? But
when they start playing Carry On My Wayward Son and Supernatural, if you don't shed a little tear,
That's the one
You
moment.
have a heart.
That is the one
You
moment.
have a heart. See,
Okay.
Look at the man right here. He's tearing up right now.
Getting emotional.
Your beard was very cold. Very cold on my shoulder. It was cold.
I don't think it's that cold.
It felt
Nipply?
cold to me.
It's a
Felt
little
cold.
nipply?
No, that's not cold beer. My hand, cold beer. By Dirk Stanton.
How did you know what we were talking about?
Steve Wilson Jr. You played that song too.
Here we go. Adam Price or Buckethead. Yeah, I'm not a Buckethead fan.
Again, Buckethead, technically
Phenomenal.
amazing.
Yeah. Who
No,
gives a fuck? you know?
Here's the weird thing. I like that Buckethead exists.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
I just don't necessarily want to go.
Yeah.
And
like,
if one of you guys are like, "Hey, we're going to see Buckethead. Here's a ticket." Yeah, I'm going.
We're going to
yeah,
go.
we're
Yeah.
going. I'm gonna get. Woo.
yeah.
We're gonna
gonna drink,
You know.
yeah.
But we're gonna yell, hoop, and holler.
But it is kind of like, you know, you don't have to, like, I don't know. There's no other way to say it other than I'm glad it exists. I'm glad Rush exists. That's phenomenal. That's amazing. I don't give a fuck though. Like that's just me. What's the temp there? It's probably like
It's like 30
high
degrees. today.
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now here. Oh, it says it's 50 degrees outside right now. Never mind.
Mark Williams coming in with a statement, dude. I like Owl City. I said it.
I like that first album. I did
Dude,
too.
Fireflies?
Just making bangers in his parents' basement.
You
Hell
would
yeah.
not believe your eyes if 10 million
It's
fireflies
a great song. Shut up.
went up and
The drive-by
down
truckers always say they hate the band
sleep.
Kansas in their live shows. That would be funnier if then they did a
Fucking-
cover of something, you know. That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, man. I mean, here's the other thing too about the drive-by truckers, though. We've had this little debate here, and it's like it's funny to see like Jason Isbell be in that band, and then be like, man, but that singer fucking sucks, dude. Isbell, right here, and then this guy, oh my goddamn.
You talking about Don Felder?
heart.
Talking Don Felder?
And literally, you got Felder,
It's the same idea, right?
and
It's
then
like
you got
every band.
Henley right here. You
But
got-
now some of those bands where multiple dudes sing, and then there's the one great singer, and then sometimes my favorite songs are actually
yeah.
the not as good singer.
Oh yeah, well because they got a character.
Because they got a character. Well, and the song's just better sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just get down to it. They get down to it.
Then
you know?
get to the feeling, you know.
I don't know. So no Rush, Styx, or Kansas. I don't. Rush has got some good ones. Styx again. I'm gonna give him Renegade, and I love Tommy Shaw. I just don't like the most
All right.
of. I don't hate Kansas as
Fuck
much
that.
as Sean does.
Here you go. If it's named after a place, it fucking sucks. There you go. Kansas, Boston, Weymouth.
I mean, Styx is a mythical river you got to cross to get to the land of the dead. So
Sticks.
you know, there you go.
I'm trying
Bunch
to
of
think.
nerds.
There's other ones. Chicago. Not
Bunch
a fan
of
of
nerds.
Chicago. Chicago can get burned, dude.
Damn.
People are gonna be pissed.
Everybody's
I
like
just-
tuning out.
I really
Tune it out today.
anything that has been named after a place, I think blows. Like
Anything? I got it now. I have like I have to think.
find
of,
me one.
Of
Find me one.
of
Find me
something
one.
that's just
Sean
is
Brooks is
undeniable.
like, dude, Chicago? No way.
Listen,
Chicago.
someone- Boston?
Garbage.
Oh.
Maybe if it was named after a good place, like people in Boston are gonna shoot me when I'm up there, dude. It's gonna be awesome. They're like,
Clapton's gonna lead an army of all these people to fucking
it's
kill
time.
Sean.
It's time we strung them up,
Time
boys.
to stand up.
People are just got medicine hat. I said a place.
No, there's
like
got
a place.
there's got to be a place that you're like, oh yeah, no, they're good.
Yep.
Alabama.
No.
Damn it.
No.
I mean,
Alabama's
they got some
close.
bangers. They got some bangers.
America has like a song.
Nah,
Yeah. They have one song.
nah. I mean, they do. It's fine.
But they in
Sean,
act.
I got you one.
Go.
New York Dolls. Oh, it's close, right?
That's real close.
That's a tough one.
If they didn't have dolls on there, we'd be in trouble. I'm like,
There's
dolls
gotta,
makes it
there's gotta
edgy.
be one. There's got to be one that you're just gonna be like, no, okay, that is great.
Give me one in the chat.
There's gotta
Make
be
me
one.
falter. If
This-
it's named after a place, though, it's not good.
No, there's got to be one.
It's not good. I
Damn it.
promise you. There's not a single one. Not a single one. Rick Springfield. What? I mean, a place. It's gotta be a
Springfield, Illinois.
place.
See? No, it's the Simpsons. The
Asia,
Simpsons live
the
there.
80s band. Okay.
God, there's got to be one.
Rat is in a place.
It could be. There's a town somewhere in America named
Like-
Rat.
like
Rat, Ohio.
Named
Rat,
after
Ohio is a place.
something, like a place, a city, whatever. You know?
God, there's got to be.
I promise you there's not.
The Sugar Hill Gang.
The Sugar Hill Gang. You might have me there.
I know, that's tough.
Because Sugar Hill Gang does kick.
I got a funny one for you, too.
All right, here we go.
Asia.
That's what
Someone
this
said
guy
that.
said. He said Asia.
Someone threw that out.
Europe.
Yeah, Europe, exactly. Garbage.
Now there's got to be one. There's got to be one.
Springfield, Virginia.
Thanks to that.
Trans-Siberia Orchestra. Doo-doo. I mean, like, winter.
And that's not really. I mean,
In-
like they're
hang
sort
on.
of like Mariah Carey of metal. Only
Yeah.
at Christmas now.
I was going to
Only
say,
at Christmas.
in basically 6 days, 7 days. Wait, no, I got my math wrong. What is it? 8 days, right? 8 days. You're not going to listen to that again for a year.
Yeah, that's true. There's just got to be one. Damn it.
I know there isn't. The New York Dolls do rule, but they got dolls in the name, so they win.
So they kind of like it's got to be a pure.
Like just a straight up, just the place.
Dang.
Turnpike Troubadours.
I love the Turnpike
They're
Troubadours. To
good.
be fair.
Cypress Hill.
In my heart, you pay no rent.
Cypress Hill is a little like, you know, it's a little cheesy. That 90s rap, rock, rack, if you will. It's like,
They had a moment.
you got one? Lincoln
Oh.
Park. Kind of like Lincoln Park.
Can't talk
but
shit about him. He's dead.
Loophole! Go ahead, say it. No, I don't know. Lincoln Park has never been like a core band for me. Like I remember the songs, but honestly,
I mean, I'm not. They're the same thing.
yeah, it's
What
like
about-
lukewarm to
God,
me.
there's
I'm like,
just gotta be
They're
one.
also like, they're pretty big.
they're huge. I mean, listen, Chicago, Kansas, Boston, all those bands at one point were huge too. Just, you know, I feel like they all wrote songs.
Sean's saying they're the Morgan Wallen of their time.
Pretty much. Like, yeah. I mean,
No.
like of all the music that I think really like made an impact and like said something, wasn't any of that shit, dude. Dust in the
Dang.
wind.
Listen.
Somebody said Steve Vai, South Carolina.
We
You're
got
right.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
I don't know if that one counts. I don't know if that's. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe it's only whenever it is related
Just
to
a straight name. you
straight
know?
name. Like, because Oak Ridge Boys I can get down with. Like, that makes sense to me. And also, whenever you're talking about that, like, kind of country-esque thing, you know? Gorky Park.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
think of one. There's got to be one.
Yeah.
There's got to be one. But I'm having trouble thinking of more. To be fair.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a tough thing because, like, it was a time period where that happened. It's in the same way whenever you listen to, like, any of the metalcore or any of that shit from, like, the early 2010s and, like, basically 2006 to 2016. There were a bunch of bands that were blank the blank,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. That's true.
We sat here one day and came up with a bunch of them, but it's like, you know, Crown the Empire. I think The Devil Wears Prada falls into that because there's the in the middle, you know? It's yeah. There's a lot, though, in that vein where they just kind of went for this same idea. But yeah. So,
We're back to really.
think it's about time to load it up.
It's time. The East Street Man. He's reinforcing your. They all suck.
Garbage.
John, I said Alabama, and I was shot down.
Okay, hang on. John Washburn, I'm glad you're here. You've been leaving some comments lately on some videos. I'm a little concerned. Talking about your wife's birthday suit and all this crazy stuff. I was kind of worried about you. I thought about calling you. I was like, I hope this guy's all right. Like, this is getting crazy. Like, it was pretty.
Is that real?
Yes. There's a few comments that have been made that I was like, dude, like, John's getting out on the edge here, dude. He's living it up
Sometimes
crazy.
you just gotta let
style.
it all hang out.
I mean, it's like crazy. He was like talking about his wife's muff. It was nuts. I was like, he said he had a photo of it. I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm waiting to see if he responds. Springsteen sucks, so that doesn't work, Sean.
Mr. Soulshred said we need to start